Go on.
Okay. So.
Have I got enough room for the question mark here? Yes. Done.
So, the Hive, what is it?
What is it? Well, I'm going to finish this sign, and this sign is going to say, what is it? You decide. So I guess that's the same with the Hive. It's up to everybody to decide what it is to them. But basically, it's a multi-function, multi-skilled central point for people in the local area and people with skills and talents to get together and collaborate in a space designed specifically for that.
Okay, choice of questions. How long has it been open? What's happened so far? What's the general manifesto?
Choice of questions.
Yeah, you can answer all or whatever you like.
Right, how long has it been open? It's been open for like 6 weeks now, hasn't it?
6 weeks.
Well, technically, it's been open actually 3 weeks in that 6 weeks that we've had the building project. But I mean, it's open. You know, people can come by every single day. There's always great stuff to get involved with. So it's been open about 6 weeks, I'd say.
And what's happened so far?
Well, we had a couple of art exhibitions. We've had some music nights.
You did 3 weeks of build first.
Oh, yeah. We've had a few weeks of build first.
And then you had the Freedom exhibition, which lasted for 2 weeks. And then,
I mean, basically, what's happened in a nutshell, rather than going into the details of all the individual stuff, is that people have slowly started to come forward with a variety of different ideas to use the building, and we're just starting to facilitate those ideas now, which is kind of the point, is to create this, you know, you asked for the manifesto, so I'll jump onto that question now, is to create a really easily implementable, flexible, modular system that will allow anybody, anywhere, to basically come up with a similar sort of concept, a similar building, to have in place the infrastructure to help them manifest it, and then link it all together, speak the same kind of infrastructural language, so that projects have a chance of surviving, so that, you know, materials can be transferred backwards and forwards between nearby local groups that are doing the same thing.
You're going to run out of space real quick there.
Actually decide.
You're going to have to make the rest of the letters smaller.
I am going to.
Oh yeah, it's not decided. Yeah. I was thinking bigger than it was. So this what it looks like at the front. I heard you were telling me that you wanted to take down the middle row of those three, so it's had a big H, yeah?
So it just is. It's congruent with the actual logo itself, which, you know, kind of is just a bit of a lucky, happy coincidence, I guess, is the fact that the logo and the front of the building just look so damn similar.
And you actually going to get up there and take all those bits of wood off?
I'm going to enjoy every bloody second of that.
What were you going to have? Climbing gear, ropes, harnesses?
Of course, it goes without saying. Safety is paramount here. You know, I mean, you know, not for me personally, but yeah, I mean, definitely safety is of the highest priority in terms of making sure that nobody actually gets hurt, because it's all very well having really highfalutin plans and projects, but the thing that's always prevented these projects from working, in my experience in the past, has been not necessarily a proper appreciation for health and safety. You know, these are public projects and community autonomous projects, and, you know, that's a great thing and something to be supported, definitely. But equally, it's foolish to assume every human being starts off with the ability to run projects like this. It does take time and effort and energy to learn the necessary and the required skills. You know, no one pops out of the womb and starts walking, so why should we assume the communities can basically just coalesce around a single project and appropriately facilitate and manage it and make it work without any understanding or training, or without seeing even a vague idea of what it could potentially run in this modern environment.
So When I first came here, you said that RESPACE was a charity that is aiming not to make any profit, but you want local members of the community to be able to come in and make a profit. So say, for example, I wanted to come in and run a record label here.
Yep.
Would I be able to do that?
Yep. Yeah, the point is to eliminate from the equation the piss takers, the people who are earning huge amounts of money from the process without actually putting anything into the process. So in some cases that can be landlords where they're charging a massive amount of rent just for the privilege of having some money enough to buy the building in the first place, or more likely just for the privilege of having been able to go to the bank and borrow that money.
Well, space is hard to come by.
Well, it's whether space is hard to come by is a facet of time. All the space has been bought by people who existed before us and passed it on to other people, and so on and so on. And by the time we're born, half the world is sold and bought 1,000 times over. But the point is, all that we can do from the time we arrive is to eliminate the unfair bits, or to try and reduce the impact of the oppressor on the oppressed. And in this particular case, most financial systems would work much better if there wasn't one person somewhere leeching a huge amount of money out of the system, you know. And in this case, with rent and with landlords and with areas like Dalston, if we can, that's really bent. Fuck. Anyway, with areas like Dalston and with landlords,
it's funny because I had you down for the least political of the three directors.
Did you know? Is it because I'm pretty?
Would you say you were a revolutionary?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'll finish it there then.
I'd say I was an evolutionary.
An evolutionary.
I was an evolution G.
Okay. Zero suspenses G. ZG on Facebook.